Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am on my way to school. So I got good news for you guys. I passed my last semester with an A. I had to get my bearings and stuff together with my school. Having the weight of, well, not the weight, the workload of working in school and then doing schoolwork is a lot, because these teachers could care less about what else you got going on. When I tell you this new class, I was doing English Comp 1. Now I'm in, what's this called? This the Remedial Math. So, mind you, I can't wait to show y'all the paper, because we got to show our scrap paper because we can't use calculators, nothing. I can't wait to show y'all the paper that I'm using for for my scrap paper. Y'all going, this finna be a hoot. So the new class that I'm in, we got like 10 modules for homework. Dog, like my fall classes, I'm going to be taking more than one class. Like where am I supposed to find time to do all of this homework? I guess they figured it's not our problem. That's not our job to figure out your time and figure it out. Mind you, number 2, I got to be to school at 8:30. Y'all, it's 8:51. I'm tired. And this is one class that I don't need to be missing any information. But I think she did say that she has she records the class so that we can go back and watch it. Thank God, because I need every ounce of information. Also, guys, I took my braids out. It's just like so much I got to catch y'all up on. I took my braids out. Child, look at the ponytail and the bite. Meanwhile, it's hanging on. I got like this much hair in a ponytail because y'all know my hair was short. So I literally got a half an inch of hair struggling in this little twist tie in the back. And then I got this hair twisted around my scalp because it ain't holding on to no hair. So I'm trying to work it out till I get my hair braided. It's like I'm tired. It's just too much going on. So I am pulling up into the school. So I'm going to slide y'all into class a little bit so y'all can see a little bit what's going on. And this is another thing that be taking up time. Trying to find a parking space. It's like I should have just went up that way. I be trying to get closer, but it's just taking up too much time trying to get close to the door. Ooh. Trying to roll the windows up so the wind don't be all in y'all. These new BMWs are so ugly. Like a pig snout. All right. We're half an hour late, but we here. Y'all, I got me a new little cosmetic bag for the summer. Look how cute she is. And I got my little initials and stuff. Okay, come on, let's get out, because I'll tell you all that stuff later. We got to go to school. Come on.
With a different numerator and stuff. 3/3 works. I like it. 3/3. Cool, let's go with it. So do you agree 3/3 is 1, right? This guy, this is what I call, this is a fancy one. It's written in a way that makes sense for what I'm about to do. So sometimes we have to manipulate numbers a little bit to get them in the way that we want them, okay? So when I multiply a half times 3/3, what did I get? You guys remember how to multiply? We already did this. Do you remember how to multiply? 3/6. We multiply across, right? Yeah. Nothing crazy. 1 times 3, 3. 2 times 3, 6. So now, if I'm going to draw a model that represents 3/6, okay? So here's one equivalent fraction right here, 3/6. What's another fancy one? How many shaded?
2.
I put my hand on pieces.
8. No, 16. I gave you from.
2 4s. AJ, okay?
Okay, so you just took those 2 and added them at the bottom. I'm just trying to figure out how we just got to the 3 equivalent fractions just now.
So I created 3 equivalent fractions. And all I did was write equal signs. These are equal to each other.
Okay.
Meaning they're equivalent. So if I wanted to find another equivalent fraction, it would be another 1 that I could multiply by. 7 over 7, I love it. Or 6, I'm sorry. And I need 5 more. So here is 11 6 that I'm starting. Okay? And we're adding 3 6 to it. Why? Because that's what you do with fractions. That you feed thoughts. How might I find a common denominator? What isn't common?
Hey guys, so I'm at work right now. I had to take a little bit of a pause and break after class. I was struggling bad. Like, it's not really something that I want to talk about right this second, but just like give me a minute and I'll just explain to you guys my thought process and how I'm feeling. I'm just really just disappointed because this is basic math, like fractions, multiplying, division, long division, all of this is basic math. And I am literally struggling. Like, how am I going to get through chemistry and all of this? And I'm struggling in basic math. I just had a really, really hard class. And the most frustrating part is whenever I think I got it, I don't. Like, whenever I was doing a long division problem, like, I'm gonna bring my book out later on to show you guys the problem. I'll do a problem and we're not allowed to use calculators. But when I'm home, what I do is I will get the answer from the calculator. If I don't have that same answer, I'll keep doing the problem until I figure out how it got to that answer. And I'll get one right and I'm like, I got it. I go to the next 2, they all wrong. And I'm like, how did I get this wrong? I'm following the same steps. It's like I don't know my times tables, which is really hindering me because now I have to do the lines. Like, this is how I have to, it's just so frustrating. I just got to take a minute. I got to take a breather. I'll come back and I'll show you guys my paper and the problems and how I'm doing it so you guys can see like where I'm coming from, because it's just right now I'm just a little bit flustered and I'm upset, so I don't want to cry and I just need a minute. So I'm going to go to work and then I'm going to talk to you guys in a little bit. So ignore this little raggedy ponytail that I done stuck on a ½ inch of hair. But I am trying to figure out how I'm going to get through this class. It's so crazy because when you don't have the basics down, you see just how much more difficult it is to get further. Like, I'm sitting in class literally, like at one point I just gave up. And I know that's not what you're supposed to do. I just mentally couldn't even do it anymore. Every time I thought that I had something, it was just a bust. I guess this is when it kicks in about you going back to school as a certain age. And it's like,
it's so crazy because you see where you lack. Before we do this, please do not judge me. I am in English, social studies, I'm that side. It's gonna seem like I'm 9 years old, but just please, just like try to be a little understanding of my side. I'm not good at math. The way I'm gonna do it is gonna be very juvenile, but that's the only way that I know how to get to the answer. So I'm just saying that, you know, I'm not stupid, but I'm not good at math. Like, I'm not. And this is really a struggle for me. So rounding to the nearest 10 from 33 would be 30. That's what I would put. 30 times 30. The nearest 10 would be 30. So 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 3 is 9, right? 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the answer I would put is 90. So let's see. Incorrect. Round each number first, then multiply. To round to a certain place. See what I mean? Like, the round to the nearest 10, if it's 33, the nearest 10 would be 30, right? Locate the digit. To round to a certain place, locate the digit in that place. Then consider the next digit to the right. If the digit to the right is 5 or higher, round up. If the digit to the right is 4 or lower, round down. Digit to the right is 33. Right, left. Digit to the right is 2. So I round down. So am I rounding 32, 31? So let me check my work. 30 times 30 . 30 times 30 is 900. I put 90. I don't want to use calculators. I don't want to cheat. I want to do this correctly. Like, it's no way. 0 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 3 is 9. That's 900. Now, let me show y'all the way I did it. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 3 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 3. It's like, why would I do it once on this side, but twice on the other side? That's why I'm getting confused. So if it's 30 and 30, 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 3 is 0. Go over to the 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 3 is 9. Why? How do I know to only do that 1 0, but do the 3 twice? All right, let's do the next question. 855 times 417. So I have to round it to the nearest 100. So the nearest 100, 855, would be 900. Because they said 5 go up. This is what they said. 417 would be 400. Now watch this. Matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. Let's do 855, because we're not going to do calculators. I just want to see if I can get to the right answer. But how do you know it's the right answer, right? If I was taking a test and couldn't use calculators, how would I know that this is the right answer? 900 times 400. See, I need to slow down. So it's 360,000. Now, the other problem, I just did the 0 one time, but I did the 3 twice. Now, let me see if I can do this. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 9 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 9 is 0. 9 times 4 is 36. I got it. I did it. 3, 6, 0. 1, 2, 3. All right, the digit 6 in 536,826. The digit 6 means thousands. Girl, not they don't tell you if you got the right answer or not. I want to double check. And we have to show our work. So I'm doing it the right way, but I want to double check my work. $6,100 minus 413. So 0 can't take away. So take this 0, make this a 9. Take this 0, make this a 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 1 is 8. 1 can't take from 4, so take away this 6, make this a 5. Make this 1 and 11. 11 minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 7. 5 minus 0 is 5. 5, 7, 8, 7. Let's check it. 6,100 minus 413. 5, 6, 8, 7. I got 5, 7, 8, 7. How do you know when to make something a 10 or an 11? Okay, so this is a new day. I decided just to stop, regroup, just so I can come back to you guys, because I did not want it to be so negative. Like yesterday was like such a rough day and I was so discouraged, and it's just, I just wanted to give up. Like, one thing I want you guys to know, even though I may go missing sometimes and it may be a couple spaces in between videos, I take my channel serious. And when I don't feel like I'm providing value or entertainment or whatever the case, I don't want to do it. And I'm extremely vulnerable and honest with you guys. Nobody can ever say I'm on here and I'm just, making up stuff. Like, I show you guys everything. And me filming while I was in that headspace was a little bit embarrassing, because I don't want you guys to really see how bad I am in math. Like, it was kind of like, these people gonna think I'm slow, but it's what it is. So I didn't have a choice but to be honest with you guys and show you guys the space that I was in. And it was very humbling, and it can't get no worse than me taking my teeth out. So, let's be real. It's not, me counting on my fingers can't get no worse than me taking my whole mouth out and showing you guys. So I just want to let you know that I'm going to always be honest and show everything that's going on, but I'm also going to show you guys my growth. And I am proud that I made it this far, because I didn't think I would make it this far, because I thought my first semester would have been my last. But I'm really focused. I don't know what the path is going to be. All I can do is trust that and pray that I'm on the right path. I know you guys have seen the new thing that's coming out about Trump's bill and how it's going to affect middle class and low income people that are trying to go to school. I don't know how I'm going to pay for medical school at this point. He put a cap on how much financial aid you can take out. And anybody that knows anything about medical school, you're not getting into nobody's school with $200,000. That's just like, and if you are, I don't want you doing nothing on me. All of these type of things, I feel like, is what shows you your determination and your grit. These kind of walls show you how bad do you want it. And I've told you all this before, I don't make no qualms about it. This is definitely a financial decision, but at the same time, it's also because I know where I was at. I know how I was feeling, and nobody else felt the way I felt. Nobody else could connect with me, because nobody else went through or was going through what I was going through. I didn't want to hear you're going to be okay from my mom and my sister. I didn't want to hear nothing from my aunts and my cousins. None of them understood where I was in that moment. I remember a couple of years ago, my mom said she had a breast cancer scare. Like, they thought they had seen something in her chest. Like, she had a scare. She didn't have it. She did not have to wake up every day thanking God that she woke up, even though we do that anyway, especially in this day and time. But to have something in your body that is like slowly eating you away, and the medicine that is supposed to help you is slowly eating at you, and you just, some days you literally want to give up. I've had days where I did not want the chemo anymore. I just wanted the cancer just to take over and just be done, because that's how bad the chemo was. None of them know that. You know what I'm saying? None of them know that feeling. They can hear me saying it and they could sympathize, because that's my family. But they don't know that moment where it's like, I can't do this no more. Nobody knows that moment where you have to take the pillow and cover up your bag, because the sound of the machine pumping that chemo into your body is making you physically nauseous. Like, you just thinking and hearing this poison going into your body. It's just so much that I could say about that time that nobody will understand unless you've been there. And as much as I want to move away from it, I feel like maybe that's why I haven't been able to move away from it. Because I had a conversation with a nurse when I was getting, I don't remember what I was in the hospital for. It was something related to the cancer, but I can't remember. And she was saying how she was 20 years cancer free or something. And just her talking to me and telling me her experience, I remember this nurse. Of all the doctors, all the people I've encountered in my process, this nurse that I don't even think I spent 3 hours with, I remember her because I connected with her. So that's what I want for other people. As much as I want to get away from this, I feel like it won't let me go, because maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be praying for people. I'm supposed to be encouraging people. I'm supposed to be telling them where I was, what happened to me. And that's why I get so annoyed when I get these comments, oh, God didn't heal you, the doctor's dead and all of this. Like, you might as well save your breath, especially coming on my page. Don't even get on here. Well, I mean, you can, but nobody's paying you no mind. That, God didn't save you and all of that. Like, everything that happened to me was ordered. Every step, every doctor, every encounter, the way it happened, the way they found out I was sick, everything happened like stair steps. So everything happened for a reason. And as much as I did not want my channel, you guys know this, to be a cancer channel, as much as I wanted to just do fashion, and I just feel like that's just not what it's supposed to be, because this thing will just not let me go. Like, I want so badly to move on with my life. Like, I don't want this to define me, but it's what it is. And I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is why it won't let me go. So this is the path that I'm on. I'm taking you guys on this journey with me, and I'm just praying that it manifests, and what God wants for me and has for me that I get. And I hope that I'm mentally prepared for it, because I feel like maybe that's why it took me so long to make certain steps, because you can want something all you want and you get it and you fumble it because you're not mentally ready. You're not there in your life for it. I'm in such a different place in my life right now that I feel like this is the perfect time. And while I'm afraid of age, I'm just now getting comfortable talking about age. I'm just now getting comfortable telling people my age. Like, I'd be offended when somebody asks me how old I am. I'm like, well, what you mean? What you trying to say? Like, why? And it shouldn't be like that. You know how many people don't reach 40? Look at these babies out here. Did y'all see that video? Hold up, sidebar. Did y'all see that video on South Philly? All of these kids out in the street, they shooting these guns. When I tell you, it looked like Afghanistan. The kids is on the porch, the girls is climbing on top of each other, trying to get on the porch. The boys is just like, and I'm just looking at this video in shock. Mind you, the youngest one out there was 1 o'clock in the morning. The youngest one out there was 15 years old. Why are you outside 1 o'clock in the morning? Like, it's 3 people were killed, and I think they were teenagers. Like, I'm hearing 19, 20 and stuff. These people not even making it to their young adulthood, let alone 40. So it's like, I'm looking at it that way. As much as, us 90s kids, it's crazy to look up to see that we're the adults because we were the kids. I would not want to be a young person in this day and time. First of all, their music is horrible. The boys are a mess. I'm not talking to no boy and you got on a Scully mask and a Woolrich coat and fur pants in 90-degree weather. We're not even doing that. The kids is walking around with guns. These kids don't even know how to write cursive. Like, you couldn't pay me. You could not pay me to be a young kid in this day and time. Like, I'm so blessed that my niece is not going to grow up like that. We don't live around that. My family don't conduct themselves in that way. I'm just so thankful that she's going to have a different life and a better life. The music, you don't even know what's going on the music. Like, what's happening? Like, the little babies and all, what are they even saying? One thing you can say about us, they had some nasty mouths, but you can hear every word Big was saying clearly. You heard every word coming out of Nas' mouth. You understood everything Jay-Z was talking about. Like, that, we didn't have that stuff. Like, I was a Rockefeller bad boy. That was the type of music I was into. DMX, like, I'm that girl. Looking around, and it's like times are just so different, and it's crazy to watch how life has changed. Like kids don't even have basketball games to go to. I met my husband at a basketball game, 15 years old. I didn't meet him like shake hands, but he was outside of, I grew up around the corner from, we called it Sherwood, but it was Christie's. We were coming back from the game. He was sitting in this Mercedes station wagon. So I looked over at him, he looked over at me, and he waved, and I waved back. Never thought nothing else of it. I always remember that encounter because I remember what he looked like. I ended up seeing him again because just so happened his aunt lived on my mom's block. So I met my husband at a game, like coming up as a young woman, like finding herself and, you know, basketball games and all of these things. These were coming of age events and stuff. Like these kids don't have that. I look at my niece like, what are you going to do when you get older? Like, it's just, how are you supposed to discover yourself as a young woman? Like, you know, like they don't have like the shows on TV where you can watch other teenage girls and how they dealt with things growing up in their lives. Like I was a Full House, Family Matters type of girl. Like I watched those shows, like when they first got their periods and stuff, like how did they deal with it? Even though I had a mom who did all of that stuff, but she was my mom. When you're young, you're looking at other peers to guide you of what to do and the things that are going on with your life and body. You're not really looking at your mom. They teach you, but your peers is where you learn from. I just wanted to just stop my video and just regroup because it was just too negative. And I just want to say that I know that I can do this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put my 110% into it and just do what I can. All I can do is do what I can do and just pray that, you know, I don't want to just pass. I want to get good grades because, you know, my goal is to apply to medical school. So I know I'm not going to get in with no D's and carrying on. So I'm going to apply myself the best I can. But, you know, it's in God's hands. And all I can do is pray and ask God to guide me through it and put his hand on my mind and just help me. That's all I can do. I just wanted to come back and just let you know that I just had to stop and regroup and come back more positive and speak more life into myself. So I will see you guys later.